You all focus in on these two races. There are a lot of other people out there focusing on a lot of other races. And this is very doable. Very doable. This is my 18th day of a 19-day trip. I go to Washington tomorrow, and I've done member events and candidate events, but mostly fundraising. They've got about 3 times as much money as we have, Democrats. Now in January they had 4.5 times as much money as we did. All right, so we're doing better. They're not doing as well. But my big job is to speak on behalf of the party, but to raise money for the party. And but it's been a long trip. Long trip. Anybody got any questions while we're all standing around here? Don't be bashful. I'm just a regular guy. There's some of these people are, listen, I've got 11 brothers and sisters. My dad owned a bar. Well, that's the guy who want to be doing this, right?
So how do you think that the relationship between the Republican Party and the Tea Party movement should work?
How should it work?
Right.
Well, I don't know that. I think it's working just fine, if you want my honest opinion.
Right.
I work with all the Tea Party groups. I work with my local folks very well, and have for close to a year now. As I said, where was it I said this? Some big national address. But in terms of working with the Tea Party folks, I want to listen to them, work with them, and walk amongst them. And I said this at CPAC, I guess back in February.
I would have seen this in that.
Yeah. Because we have no interest in taking over what you guys are doing. We have no interest in getting in the way of what you're doing. But we clearly have an interest in working together and listening to what you have to say. And I'll talk a little bit about listening tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're here because I was going to call your office the day after the vote and I didn't get to. So now I get to thank you in person. That night, what you said expressed me totally.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better.
Amen.
But I said, first thing tomorrow, I'm going to call his office and now I get to thank you.
There were a lot of things that needed to be said, and I made up my mind that I was going to say. No, I didn't. You can't make me angry. All right, you can get me in a weep real quick. They used to call me Chairman Weepy. But I do not do anger. But when I was posing those questions about the bill on the floor, and these Democrats were all lying, oh my God, did I get hot? But it actually helped. I should thank them for helping get me worked up.
You just can't fire.
We needed
it
that.
Was great.
Well, I think that's how we all feel. We all feel that, okay, if we don't do anything, it's over, you know?
Right.
A lot of these people were outside the Capitol. Yeah, and I
Yelling.
think people in other communities are doing it because we started talking, okay, town halls, we're going to get Nelson and, we're going to do a town hall. I mean, we never got him on it, but, I mean, that's what happened in August.
Hey, Bud,
it was crazy.
did Cosmo show up for that town hall meeting, or did you have the empty chair?
That's an interesting question. I don't know the answer to that. Empty chair, I believe.
My buddy Lou Holtz wanted me to say hello to you about that.
Yeah.
I had lunch with him yesterday. He's one of my dear friends.
Yeah.
And he started with me just like all of you are getting started. I was at a golf course about 4.5 years ago, and I see Coach Holtz, my former high school football coach, coached at Notre Dame, Jerry Faust. And so I was trying to get Holtz. Hey, Coach. He walks over and he gets about as far as Kaylee is from me, and I get to put my hand out to shake his hand and introduce myself. And he says, I know you. Now let me tell you what you ought to be doing. I should never tell him. But he might come here. He might come tonight. He's going to have neck surgery.
Yeah, there was some talk about him running for Congress at one point.
Oh, let me tell you what.
That was
I thought I had him.
Yeah. He's going to be at the Villages tomorrow.
Tomorrow, they have a big
With
event.
Rubio and Hannah.
Marco Rubio.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
that's
It's
right.
close by.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he told me he was doing Hannah
That's
tomorrow
gonna
night.
bring thousands.
What we have is the Tea Party movement, and now in Florida, they have filed to have the Tea Party, third party, Tea Party party. And they've even got one candidate that's gonna run for the 8th congressional, which our friend and
Maya had.
Grayson
Kicked her out of
has.
the club.
Yeah, we
And
kicked
so
her out.
One of our members.
Yeah. One of our ladies jumped on the bandwagon there, and we're all concerned about that because that's pulling the votes. We don't
Take
like
a
it.
little bit, and then Grayson walks
It-
Yeah.
It's only happened in a few places around the country. But you know, it'll make a huge difference. It basically will allow the bad guys to stay in there.
Right.
But what's important about this
Unfortunately.
is the individual that has
We do.
registered this third party.
Oh, yeah.
Is an individual who basically,
Oh, yeah.
what would I say, to the highest bidder he will go?
You got it.
Oh, I
Well,
see,
he's
I
at
see.
On Talk Radio, and one of his big sponsors
Sponsors is
Alan
Alan
Grayson.
Grayson.
So we think there's a connection.
Oh, I know exactly how this works. I know
The Tea
exactly
Party
how this works.
party?
And-
Yeah.
and let me
Whatever
tell you
they
what.
want.
Oh yeah, you know that way is so messed up. Trust me, it's just
Yeah.
nuts.
You
That's
just
exactly what's
go
going
do it, you know?
Oh yeah, I don't know why they do it.
Because I've
It's
seen this
weird.
happen elsewhere. We have a situation in
They wasted like for the
in,
Tea
New
Party
Orleans
political
where
party. Someone did.
my guess is that something
Someone
like that will
did too.
happen.
Like, just beat this
But
up.
Grayson looks up and goes, man, if I can split this vote.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then I can win.
That what will get done. Get him fired.
So, have you seen the video where Grayson comes into Perkins?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I was in California last week when I saw this on Drudge, and I thought, we're going to see what's going on here.
Fox News had it on.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw it, and
That's become our infamous Perkins.
When Fox showed it, local Fox, you could see Linda O'Keefe at the top.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, Linda, you're on TV.
Then they run it on the local TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
have,
they
yeah,
posted the,
yeah.
they posted the
They
video.
They brought them back down to Perkins and interviewed
Grayson
Matt
and
Falconer and.
Running for Orange County Mayor, he's not even running against him, and they got into it.
Did you hear
Now,
the
did he
rumor?
show up there by accident?
No.
Or did he
He
show up?
said he did.
He-
No, that's gonna be a
he's
cost
stating
problem.
That he was there to get a homeowners association meeting, but the bottom line is the people who were meeting there as a homeowners association later went up to Fonda and said, "Who is that guy?"
Everybody said, who was that
So
guy?
he's one
You barged into the wrong
We gotta
meeting.
get Fonda.
The wrong meeting
And
first.
point number two, he told the chairman of the Orange County Republican Party he was going to make sure he goes to jail.
He was.
That's a threat to Congress.
This guy is sort of violent.
And he says he's going to use his funds to make sure Matt doesn't win the
Orange
county
County
mayor.
Mayor.
You might want to focus on his own race.
Yeah, mine.
And he's like, quit interrupting me. Man's like, you just barged into our meeting.
Yeah, no, I saw that. It was like, what is it I'm missing here?
And then take a walk. No,
You take a walk. I'm like, oh, someone's going to jail.
You're gonna have a really good
Right
video
in the middle of
on your
Tiger's
camera.
Perkins.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Don't worry, I will take my computer and upload
This is one of the stranger things I've seen.
I say, now that's the biggest
Take care, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You leaving there?
Never
Yeah, I gotta
a
go
dull
to
moment.
I got a school presentation where you
But
get all words
I'll
out.
look for you on Wednesday.
District
You
cabinet
be there?
turned to Grayson and
Well,
said,
I got,
I have to thank you for coming to this meeting because you really
Okay,
fired
no,
up
I
on
got-
No, in the paper.
Oh, yeah, link, yeah, I'll get it right.
Good to see you, Gary.
Take care, everybody.
Why would he show up though? He must have been.
Because he had an email that came to all of us.
There have been Tea Party people who have attended OFA events, kind of like how they attend our Tea Party events.
Yeah.
And so they had, like, listen, this is what they're going to do, which is nothing more than a phone tree, really.
Right.
Call 5 people.
Right.
And so Grayson sees his memo that people have gone to an OFA event. And so that is.
Do you think this is the right thing to do?
Yeah.
You know, some woman was like, yes. That burned him up. That burned him up.
All right.
He's crazy.
No. I'll see you all in a little bit over there.
Great.
I'm gonna go figure out what I'm gonna say.
Ah.
That would be all. No, thank you all.
Good video. Good job.
All right.
Yeah.